Okay. One microphone.
You're right.
Yeah. We're here doing testing. Eugene's got both detectors and he's going to...
If you click that on,
Oh, clip it on me.
Yeah.
Hope I don't turn it off when I do so. I've only got to put it on here. The trouble is you've got to make sure that blue lights stay on. If I lean it like that, it'll be all right. Okay. So what are we going to do first?
We've got 5,000 with the 14 by 9.
And we've got a stack of test targets.
Yes, we've got heaps of test targets. We're going mainly for depth and...
Yeah, depth and see how the detectors work. Basically it's a 5,000, 4,500 playoff.
Yeah.
Yep, they all got variable damping, variable gain, variable frequency on the back menu. So, and extensive amount of work done inside them. So I hope it pays off.
You want to do it?
Well, you can do it.
Okay.
Oh, it's fairly wide, so we'll be in.
Right, all in basic, standard, default, deep, special, mono, tracking.
Yeah.
We've got no targets on here.
We are in suburbia here, so.
Yeah. It's fine.
Yeah.
Right, what do we want to test first?
I don't know. What do you want? Big, small?
Let's try with a small.
Well, I've got small. We've got our gold facsimiles. There's a small one there.
And I've also got that too.
Oh, right, yeah. Okay, that's a 5mm aluminium, which it's exactly the same as gold. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's on half.
Half gain, yeah.
Damping's on full.
Full damping, okay.
Which is full clockwise.
Yep. And frequency, what are we at?
We're on 123 or 128.
That's really low.
Which is what it is on default.
Okay, it's factory default.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if somebody's just starting out, that's what they would do.
Yeah. That's extremely sensitive on that.
Yep.
I think it was a good idea to put on the noise cancelling. There's all kids around here.
Mm. Yeah, so I want to...
Yeah, and people are going to say, how come you're not measuring it?
Oh,
because we forgot our rulers. I had it in the car and someone took it out. So, yeah. How are you?
Have you got anything yet?
No, just doing testing.
That's what, 6-8 inches?
Yeah, it's hard to tell. Yeah, I'm not really good at judging distances though. I usually use a ruler.
Yeah.
No.
See if we can bring that up any further.
Yeah. Mm.
Is it 3/4?
Yeah. Don't worry, guys. You can ride past. No big deal. Yeah. Yeah, starting to pick up a bit of EMI here. That's pretty good going. It's just starting to get a little bit noisy.
So that's what, 10 inches?
Yeah,
So
give or take.
Yeah, so it's added an extra, what, 3 inches?
Yeah.
By going from
Because I know,
half to 3/4.
yeah, there was one video people go, why is it so noisy?
Yeah.
And that was because it was near the 22 kV 3-phase.
Yes.
So yeah,
Not to mention the storm coming in.
yeah,
Did you guys go on the jump?
And we had
Mm.
a lot of interference from the ground as well that was coming up because it was just rained.
yeah.
So you had that as well. So a lot of moisture, bit of moisture around here too. But that's fine. That's
Yeah, I'm amazed on that small one. Even you got it set at the lower frequency end, it's so sensitive.
and if you set that up higher.
Yeah, because on smaller gold, that's what it's made for.
Yeah.
I usually put it at about 180 for general prospecting.
Yeah.
That's me. Big coil, I put it down at 40s.
Yeah, I run around 186.
Mm.
We bring that up
Yeah.
to magic number, which is
Yeah, if you want fly specs, you put it up around 255. Now, it's not a normal detector, guys, so you're probably saying, what are they talking about? With the fine tuning's been, instead of going like that far frequency-wise, it goes like this, and you can do big, deep gold or set it to do small gold.
yeah. Plus this has a front end gain of about 75 times the normal.
Oh, yeah, if you crank it right up, yeah, it's total overkill, but if you're in the middle of the Gobi Desert, in the middle of the night, you could use it. Yeah.
248.
You get those big three-phase lines over there as well. There's power lines around just at the back. There's a house just there. Who probably, if they stood in their backyard, could watch us. But
Right, this is on high frequency.
high frequency and give it a
Fast
go.
line.
Yeah. That little target, it's got a longer time constant than what I thought. You can actually get a better response on that, probably a bit lower. But it's a bit chirpy.
Yeah, still chirpy, but
Hmm.
it's still a bit chirpy.
Yeah. What about, that's on fine gold, isn't it?
Yep.
What about if you went to sensitive extra? March flies hanging around, go away.
That's on enhance.
Yeah, that's a mode I never use, hardly.
It always seems a bit.
It's weak.
weird.
It's weak on big targets.
Yeah.
It's all right in very noisy ground, I suppose.
That's sensitive extra. Quietened it down a bit.
Yeah, later timing, but it's a very good mode to use, sensitive extra.
Just for people who are complaining I'm not touching the ground. That's why. I know it's going to.
Yeah. Still doing damn well. Really well.
Well, it's still about 10, 11 inches.
Yeah.
So with a 14-inch coil,
Yeah.
it's really good for
Well,
5 mil.
well, I've got some proper gold here because, you know, we've got to use gold, even though it's the same. I mean, that's a pretty gnarly. That's going to be hard to detect because it's very gnarly. But, but we'll give it a go. We'll stick there. Oh, there's a motorbike starting up. See that gold, the size of it? I bet that 10 mil will sound louder than that does.
Yeah.
So you've got the 10 millimeter aluminium ball as well.
Well, that's 8, 9 inches.
Yeah. That's hard to detect, that gold. I've got other ones you can't detect. But
Yeah, it's really like
yeah,
crumbled.
it is. It's very, it's like that stuff out at Barclay area.
Yeah.
Okay. This is 10 millimeters.
Yeah, 10 mil aluminium solid ball.
Bit of EMI.
Yeah, a bit of EMI, but that's around exactly the same.
It's amazing, isn't it? It's at the edge of detection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
What about fine gold? I think, you know, it actually works really well. The best timings, just normal timings.
yeah,
But the
Normal's
trouble
a bit
is,
quieter too.
yeah, it's got more dead time. It definitely is quieter. Too much frequency on that, I think, isn't there?
See if we can drop that back. We're at 238. Drop it back to 186.
I could have probably dropped the damping off a bit too, but anyway, it's fully damped.
Yeah, half.
Half.
A bit noisy.
It is noisy today. Sometimes it's noisy and sometimes not. It's giving a strange response.
Try normal. Where are we?
It's very chattery.
Something's interfering with it.
It's usually quiet around here.
Yeah.
Because when I did it over there with that test with the 6, it was heaps quieter than that. It's random noise.
Yeah, it's just random noise coming in.
Mm.
Which is strange because we haven't got much wind, so
Yeah.
it's in normal timing.
Yeah.
same.
Amazing.
And I've had to drop that right down to 120.
Yeah.
By 150.
Yeah.
For some reason there's some interference that's coming in from somewhere.
Usually runs dead quiet, so.
Got the dampening off.
It's just random noise.
And that's front end gain right off.
Yeah. Whatever it is pretty high level, because even on my workbench, I don't put up with that.
No.
But I'm using the smaller coil.
Yeah, that's a very highly sensitive coil.
Yeah. Could be ground return or something around here from that main lines going through. PI detectors don't detect any power lines unless you've got a notch filter. Yeah.
Do you want to try the...
Yeah, well, actually, that one there has got the old damping in it. This one here has new damping, right?
Yeah.
That should be a lot better. I've rescaled it all. So, 4,500. Mr. Velcro still lives. How old's this detector? Gee, it's pretty old.
Jeez. I think the first time I was... about... I don't know, a few years ago I've seen Mr. Velcro.
Yep. Yeah, he's been kicking around for a while. Mr. Velcro. I wonder if that's the right one. That's funny, it's got an 8-digit serial number on this. But it's got the 13-digit serial number board in it. Which means it's not Mr. Velcro. And I just noticed.
Not the original.
No, what it is, see the security sticker doesn't match?
Yep.
It's a different box. Yeah. Should have realised when I saw that. So it's not Mr. Velcro. Mr. Velcro is a proper 8-digit serial number, but this is the 13-digit serial number board in the box. How confusing is that? That's how you confuse yourself. That's when you can do wrong gain scaling if you didn't realise that. So we definitely want to go around that way. If we can get it, oops, too far. In we go, and do them up before it jumps out. Now, guys who do your injection molding, make a quick release for this, will you? A little quick release interface.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a little cam thing. Bang, bang. Yeah.
I might know of one.
Yeah?
Yes.
Well, don't worry. I've said it now. Someone's going to make it. Okay. Let's stick that roughly there. 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 Okay. I suppose we better put some power on as well. Yeah. Maybe someone should make quick release shafts, coil plugs. You can just probably want to go up in the air, do you?
doing this one.
Yeah. The magic. I think everyone breaks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes I go with no problem at all, and other times I just
Yeah.
go nuts. Might be better if you do it.
Okay, yeah.
From your side.
I'll do it the cheats way. There we go.
Warm up.
Yeah, it is. Now my hand. It's funny the sun's out, but it's still. Oh, where'd that get? There we go.
Right.
A little bit off. Well, this will be interesting because this has newer stuff in it, but it is a 4500.
Deep special tracking mono. Won't touch those, I'll just leave them where they are for the moment.
Where's the gain?
It's on quarter.
Yeah? He's quieter.
Yeah. That's half.
But I want to see the sensitivity. Now I want what you've got.
That's 12 inches.
Yeah, I know. It's freaking awesome.
Yeah. So it's an extra 2 inches.
Yeah. That proves a point to me.
I haven't touched the dampening.
Listen how quiet it is. Just ignoring everything.
That's full dampening. Full gain.
No, that can't be that quiet. It would have desensitized on that coil. The damping's up too high for it, probably. Turn the damping down, just kicks in. Oh, it sounds alive now.
It's 3/4.
3/4 gain? Yeah. It's probably overloading the microphone. I can hear that easy. Wow, we're a long way up. Hang on a sec. Measuring device. Nearly. It's above it, but
That's 13 inches.
yeah, that would be 12, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It's actually written on here.
Interference.
Yeah, power lines. I think it lifted the coil and it did it.
Yeah. What frequency are we on?
No idea.
178.
Okay, so it's not all the way up.
No.
But yeah, with guys, with these elite coils, they're very damping specific. They're touchy. You got, in most cases, to get the maximum out of them, you need variable damping. And if you change the frequency, yeah, well, it is specific. But once you set up and go, it's as sensitive as all hell.
Yeah.
That is really, really good.
Well, that's 0.36.
Okay, we'll swap them.
This is the gold from Barclay.
Okay. Barclay Gold 0.36. Starting to get a little bit chirpy as you lift it away from the ground.
Yeah.
There is EMI here, but I don't know, this is pretty immune to it compared to the poor old 5000 was suffering.
It's a good 10 inches.
On a 0.36.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good, eh?
And that's on a 14.
Yeah,
It's not on a smaller coil.
it's pretty awesome.
That's in deep. Rather than general.
Mm-hmm.
Threshold down a bit. About 8, 9.
Glad you can estimate distances.
But it's a lot quieter.
It's heaps quieter.
And that's in deep.
Like I said, guys, I said ages ago, don't get rid of your 4500s.
No.
They're an awesome detector. They really are.
I mean, that's just so much more stable than the 5.
Yeah. I think the 5 needs the new stuff in it.
Yeah.
Because it was an experimental detector. That's why it was done. So Eugene can run around and try it. And yeah. This is the latest stuff. I think I know what we need to put in that to make it or imagine. I know what it is. I know I'm not going to say what it is. There's too many ears, but
Too many people listening.
too many people listening. Yeah, too many. I don't know. monkey see, monkey do. Yeah, something like that. But that is the 4500 is good, very good. Yeah. Oh, you know what we should have done? I was holding on to this. This is the lead one.
Oh, the lead.
Yeah, we should just do a test between the 10 mil alloy and the 10 mil lead on different timings. I think that would be interesting. We could actually do them side by side, couldn't we?
Yeah.
Where are you? There you are. Okay. That's a 10 mil aluminium, which is the same time constant as a good clean nugget. And that's a dirty, horrible piece of lead that you should not use as test targets. But it's probably going to make a mockery of us. Okay. And there's the lead there. We'll just have a look. It is timing specific. Very short timings should favour the lead, which we don't want. We want to favour the gold.
And you'll also should get a different sound response.
Yeah, depends how the detector's set up too, but we'll have a look.
That's the aluminium.
Aluminium? Yeah.
Good 9 inches.
Yep. Now the good old lead.
I'll do a comparison of actually running over it.
different.
Getting 2 signals.
Yeah. So actually with lead, hey, this is interesting, guys. Take note. It's very hard to discriminate between like any sort of alloy and lead, but there's something in this. It's a very slight different decay rate. Why? They're both 10mm balls. One's lead, one's aluminium.
So it's picking it up on each side of the coil.
Yeah, but it's funny how the detector's responding to it.
Yes.
What about if we get some distance? It shouldn't do that at distance. Yeah, woo-loo-loo-loo.
Still the 2 responses.
That's bizarre. If you don't do the experiment, guys, you'll never know.
So we're now at 3 inches.
You know, it might be just particular to the way I've done the detector, and I think we better remember where it's set and what setting it's on, because this could allow or help discriminate lead,
Yes.
which
Yes.
that's a multi-million-dollar idea.
I have noticed that in the field though.
Yeah, I've noticed it a bit too, but usually when you dig it anyway and you go, it's lead, and you just forget about the whole negative experience.
Yes.
Or no, in the pocket. Don't throw it to detect it again.
Take your stuff home.
Yeah.
But with the 5000,
yeah,
when we were out at Barclay, that was doing the same. Anything that's lead,
yeah,
it was doing twin signal.
might be
coil.
Might be how the damping's set up.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to nut this out in my head quickly.
But if that's the case,
I think I know what it is. I think I know what it is. I'm not going to say what. No, I'm pretty sure I know what it is. I know what it is.
so we won't touch this anymore. We'll just leave this as it is.
And we'll just swap them over in position, just to prove a point. So we'll put the lead here, and that doesn't make any difference, I suppose, like so. So now we swapped them over, okay? Yeah, it's mutual coupling.
Wind picked up.
Yeah, as soon as it comes that way, it does. It carries ionised air from the power lines, very high voltage ones.
Right, this is lead.
Lead. Yep.
Low high.
Yeah.
Still the 2 signals. Even that got up to 8
Yeah.
inches.
That's amazing. Things you don't realise. You have to do the experiment side by side.
Yeah. Aluminium.
Completely different. Yeah, it's the cog's turning.
Yeah.
I'm thinking this out.
Discovered
Yeah.
discrimination.
Look, lead discriminator. Wow. It might be specific to that coil too. We don't know.
Well, I've got the other 14 over there. We'll try that.
You want to give it a quick go to see? I think I tell you what, if it's coil specific as well, Trevor's going to make a lot of money. Um, now we're going into the realms of a 14 Advantage coil made by Nugget Finder, owned by Rowan Johnson. I suppose we're going to take that off, rather than me staring at it. I was just looking at the coil, you know.
Yep. You get like that.
Yeah, I've got a 12-inch one of these kicking around somewhere, but I think I might have pulled it apart. Just having a look at the construction technique on the coils. Yeah. Always be gentle with your coil wires.
Yes.
You get the protection on there. Very good idea. So
yeah, you get them from Bunnings.
yeah, I'll tell you what, there's a company called Stock Cap, and they will make them for anything. They'll do custom, but they put a big they have an extension. It goes on, but you can grab it, pops on and off really easy. If you can't hear that, we got the Hell's Angels going past. Okay. Okay. Around we go. Oops.
There's a lot of them around here.
There is, isn't there? Yeah, this will prove a point if, because those coils have got some different type of wind in them, but I don't know how that would, well, it could. If I remember rightly doing all these tests years ago, it was called, why do we put ferrite on wire joins? Now right now there's a jet going over, and I just want to know if the microphone picks it up. So that's why I said it, so I'll listen to it and see.
It shouldn't.
No, it shouldn't. It probably does. Look, sometimes it doesn't pick up the motorbikes, even though they're super loud, and you know, like it's like overpowering. You know, they've got straight out exhausts, and doesn't pick it up. So everyone's going, "What are you complaining about?" So okay, Nugget Finder 14 mono.
It's coil specific.
Coil specific.
Yep, that's the lead.
That is a lead. Oh no, that's a weird response. Okay. It hiccups.
Yeah.
We spoke too soon. Okay, so it's sort of coil and detector specific. Oh, it did it.
It's just picking up on the other side.
Where is it? Okay, oh, there.
So do it on the tip. You got one on the tip?
Yep, same process. It's got a cleaner tail, and when it comes in, it's more like,
it has like a tail on it.
Yeah, that one there, it sounds, it's a bit sharper on the drop off or something.
Yeah.
Now, we're going to do a lot of experiments here, guys. Yeah. It's messed up. Yeah, blip, blip at the end. There's something about it. Could be sweep speed as well. Lots of sound. Yeah.
Go fast, huh?
It's still hiccuped at the end.
Yeah. You've still got that little bloop.
Yeah, it's something different in the what's going on. Noy said what it was, but
It's more like a sine wave,
yeah,
and that's like a sine wave with a hook.
there's differences.
Yeah.
So whatever the difference is between the aluminium and the lead, we might be able to work with that to. It's dangerous, and I'll tell you why it's dangerous, right? Because the conductivity of gold is not purely. I think I can't remember what it was. Was it 86 or something? I can't remember, it's off my head, but
yeah, I think it's 86.
86, 89, but that's for 24 karat gold. Lead is about 31, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or is it, oh, hang on.
No,
So I just can't remember.
It's 98 for gold.
But what was pewter?
Pewter is 96, 97.
Okay, it's in the 90s then.
Yeah.
Lead is lower. Was lead 47?
Lead might be 47.
Yeah, and really bad lead will go down to 38, I think I measured.
Yeah.
But the thing is, what happens with gold, because it's got impurities with it, the slightest amount of anything in gold, basically the conductivity of it massively changes. Like 1% copper, it'll go right down.
Like if you put that there, that's gold. Actually, if we put both of them together,
well, that'll be a confusing, interesting signal.
because then you've got aluminium and lead.
Leaduminium. There's still differences there.
Still picking both of them up.
Yeah. We got a visitor.
Yeah. Come this way.
That's totally weird.
It's like combining the two signals.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know. It's hard to explain. Really need to see it on the oscilloscope and have a look, or even on spectrum analyzer.
Yeah.
Have a look. We'll do We'll do a Fourier transform on it and have a look at the content.
Manual tune of 178.
Okay.
So 178.
And it's in sensitive extra, was it? Or
Uh,
normal?
Deep special.
I think it was on sensitive
I
extra.
think so. Whatever you had it on.
Yeah, well, that's what we've got to use the same settings to get the same response, and we've got to work out what's going on.
Sensitive extra.
It's interesting. So yeah, the dead time shorter. It's catching the fast decay of the lead.
Yeah.
And it's doing something to the K curve.
Yeah.
So anyway, we'll work it out. I'll work it out what it is. I know where to look.
That's quite amazing, and I think if the that coil picked it up better than the round.
No. Do you know why? Probably elliptical, and it's probably got some extra wind in the front of it, hasn't it? Yeah.
It's got two windings in that.
Okay. So each one's got a different time constant.
Yeah.
That's
so it's doing 1, 2.
Yeah, because lead's really peaky like this, and gold is more like that.
Yeah, because the gold is more like that, it's not dropping off quick.
Yeah.
So it's following through.
Yep.
Whereas the lead drops off.
Yes.
And picks up again.
Yes.
So it's picking up on both sides.
Interesting. Very interesting. Imagine we can do geometric discrimination. Well, we can already do that, but do better.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
But with the new mods in this, a lot quieter than the 5.
Yeah, 100%. I know what to do to that to fix that up, make it really, really smicko. That's a good way to put it.
But,
I'm impressed. Oh, do you want to do a depth test?
Yeah.
Okay, we can do a depth test. We brought old Faithful along. Well, there you go. It's a specie, but there's a fair whack of gold in it. And there's the motorbikes again, just saying it for a reference.
Yep.
Backfiring and
that is so much quieter.
do you know something? I reckon that motorbike was making interference
Yeah.
as it was going past, and then as he's gone, it's gone quiet. But
probably the magneto.
Yeah, unshielded.
Being an old Harley.
Yeah.
Right. Do we know what this is? It's a specimen, isn't it?
It is specie. So it's not a solid lump. It is broken up. So it's on quartz. Be interesting to try different modes on that.
Inches.
14 inches with a 14.
Right, that's in special.
So that'll be probably sensitive extra.
Yeah, that's sensitive extra.
I reckon on something like that, I reckon just normal timings might just hammer it. Enhance could give it a bit of a lift with that size coil too. Everything's ratios and timings. It's what it is.
Switch on normal.
Normal mode. It's got a longer decay tail. You're just getting it. So that's a long way up for a 14 on that.
It's what, 16?
Yeah, if that was a solid slug of gold, it would still be, but its own eddy currents it's not generating as much as a solid piece. It'll have a quicker die off, and it just won't generate the amount of oomph that we want.
Now, enhanced.
Could be good. Very early sampling in a couple of the pulses on that. I am surprised that enhanced can go that high. It's dropping off there into the noise. But
It's about 18, 19.
that is unreal. But it's a broken up piece of gold which would actually enhance. So, oh dear.
Try it with a little one.
Yeah. I think the camera we're using is making noise too.
Yeah.
You walk towards it, it starts going up. Yeah, it does. iPhone, shield your phones better.
could be the gyro on it. Yeah, 6 inches.
Yep. What's your take on the comparison to the Coiltek coil to that?
The Coiltek.
Coiltek wins,
Yeah.
basically.
The sensitivity
Mm.
and depth, Coiltek. Yeah.
Yeah. On that, if it was a bigger piece of gold, maybe something different, but
Yeah. And then if you went to the smaller 10x5,
yeah,
discriminate.
it's all different again. Depends on what you're detecting and what coil you're using, what mode you're using.
Well, if we go on to sensitive extra.
Hmm. Mosquitoes are coming out. Listen how quiet it's got now.
Same.
Why is it so quiet? All the EMI's gone away.
Yeah, because the wind has dropped off. Motorbikes have gone away. Children have left.
Children have left. That's the biggest lot of EMI there is.
Yeah. But no, I'm impressed with that.
That's a beautiful detector. I think I'll be making some carbon copies of that.
Mm.
And I'll put what's in here into that one,
Yeah.
and then retest.
Yeah.
Because I do like fine gold for certain circumstances, but I don't want it being chattery. It's bloody no
Yeah.
good. You got to have it smooth. So I've got to do a few little changes in that. The actual detectors look similar, but they're slightly different. There's two 45s that are totally different, and there is the 5 is totally different to the 45s. So, but if you look at the boards, they look the same. You just go, oh, it's the same board. There is a bit of difference in the way certain parts of it work, and especially in the timing area.
Yeah, but no, I'm really impressed with that.
Yeah, that's
like
a ripper.
Out of Barclay, that'd be dead quiet.
Yeah, imagine the gain and everything you get out of that. Wow.
I mean, that's running 3/4 gain now.
Yeah. Dare you put it all the way up? 75, running a gain of 75 when it's meant to run 48. It's
Big difference.
a huge difference. Actually, because of that model of that, no, it's meant to run a gain of 34 because it's same. It's the same. Basically, it's a 5,000 board. It's been 4,500 by the factory, not by me. And then I've worked on that. So, but I've got earlier 45s and they're actually better, believe it or not, especially on big targets.
See how far we can push this coil.
Well, maybe I should do up a 5 properly, a newer model 45, and a very early model 45, and do a complete test. You'd be doing it all day because there's so much information there. You got to change coils, targets. We could even drill holes and put them in. Doesn't make much difference with PI. Yeah.
That can be pushed harder than the
Yeah,
Coiltek.
damping specific.
Yeah. That's on full.
Full gain. It's running a gain of 75. There's some quartz there. Let's have a look.
You never know.
You never know. Especially with very high gain, it'll ping on the tinies. No, no. No cigar. How about I just give it a light scrape on the top?
Right there.
In the middle? Or on the... Well, I'll just do this. Well, that's probably not very hard. You probably noticed since I painted my pick, I haven't lost it.
It's a going colour at the moment, it's fluoro pink.
Yeah. Oh. It's right there where your foot is somewhere, isn't it? You're getting on the edge of the coil or in the middle?
Right on the edge.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's lots of quartz here. It's very crunchy. Have I moved it? No. Or have I?
Through there.
There's a lot of gravel.
Noise coming in now.
Along this line here.
Yep.
I'm in the gravels, guys.
A bit more of that juicy gum.
It might be too. There's plenty of gold here. But look at it. Look at the gravels. I'll get that away. Need a scoop. It's around here somewhere. I'll crack around it a bit. I don't think it's too gigantic. I'll just try that.
We're running on deep. Full gain.
I don't want to really hack into our test site. It's out, so it's in there. Where's the plastic scoop? We haven't got one.
Got one in the car.
Oh, I can use a lid. Yeah, not in here, is it? Or is it? No, damn. Moving it around. Here.
Yeah, right on that edge.
Yeah, it's on the edge. Wouldn't surprise me if it's gold. I don't like doing that because usually you push it in. It's actually getting louder, but I don't understand.
It's getting louder.
You want to whack it? Charlie will come here and say, who's been digging up the test site?
Not us.
I'll say Eugene was. Are we moving it around or what?
No, I think it's just catching on the edge.
Yeah. Maybe you should have put the other pointy coil on there. It would have been easier. But sometimes, you know, we could be looking for something like a 0.0 something and it's damn small. With now, just make sure it's not in the hole. No. It's in here.
Right there.
Here. Oh, should have chucked that, shouldn't I? Got him? Got him. Oh, God. Yeah. Where are you?
One in the middle.
There's a lot of quartz here. I know I'd drop it. That'd be embarrassing. God, go over that again just for the hell of it. There?
Possibly.
No?
Nope.
I'm doing grain by grain. Oh, come on. I'm trying to look for yellow. Yeah.
Although here it'd be brown.
Yeah. Now we'll do a gravity separation. Try, it could be around there. No, come on. No, it's there, but what is it?
That orange one there?
Is that a leaf? It's either that orange quartz or around there. I wish I had the scoop, would have made it a lot easier. Well, actually, I'll hold this up, you can. Is it?
Yep.
It wasn't that anyway.
Got it there.
The elusive. What the? It's going to be something really tiny.
It's going to be something very, very small.
Should we just start doing tip into the hand and under the coil or what? It's around the corner. Near that leafy thing, isn't it? Whoops.
Click down.
Yeah.
Aha.
Got it? Are we rich? Oh, what's that?
Bit of wire.
Oh, Jesus. I'll do a camera march.
Yep.
Okay, I'm doing the walk of shame. No, it was in the riffle, in the lid. Now I get around behind here. Where's my hand? Oh, there it is. Yeah, that thing. There you go. That was, oops. Yeah, it's the, hang on, I'm going to do that. Tiny end of a nail or something. So,
Fix that up so Charlie doesn't go.
yeah. But, oh well.
I think I've got the ants.
Yeah, the bull ants are gone away, thank God. I reckon someone's poisoned them or they're all hibernating. Yeah, because kids use this as a BMX track and they're probably getting bitten all over the place. Council could have come and given them a bit of a dusting. It's got that real to it. I reckon it's iron.
Yeah, it's got the little
Yep.
flick at the end.
Yep. But the little tiny one's hard to discern.
Yeah.
I think we need the oracle.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, it won't respond to it.
Because it had the flick on the end,
Yeah.
I'd say that would be probably a bit of steel or a bit of iron.
Yeah, more than likely.
Whereas if it was gold, it would be more mellow.
Yeah.
But yes, there's a lot of gold around here.
Oh, there's heaps of gold around here. Like that's proper gravels right there.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. So.
Yeah. But that's, yeah, just amazing, that one.
Yeah. Oh well. I think I'll have to make that one. Well, do the same thing to it. Yeah. It was a bit of a experimental trying to push it, but with some 5000s, they can be a bit touchy. They can be touchy,
Yeah.
but it's if everything's matched, it works really, really well. And sometimes I don't like doing them for some people because they don't know what they're doing. They just fiddle knobs and say, oh, it doesn't work, and oh, it doesn't go deeper. What have you done? You know, turn the damping off for a start. You know, damping off, gain full. You know, can't cancel with a mono on it. And I can't get any gold. You know, that does exist.
Yes.
So it's out there, but yeah.
Well, that's what I was explaining. The other videos I was doing was you've got to set the machine to what you're doing.
Yes, exactly.
And
even to the ground, to the coil.
yes.
Target size you expect to a degree.
And this is why the 8000's got where it's coil specific.
Yeah.
Or it's modes.
Yeah.
And
geometry specific.
yes.
Yeah. I wonder if Brent's done another video on the 8.
He has.
So I saw there's one when he first gets it. There's a 2, 1, 2, and 3 past that.
And I think there's another one. There's another one there, I think.
Yeah. Well, I want to see number 4.
Yeah.
Because I hope he's matched his coils.
Yeah, with the
18. Yeah. Well, we'll get an 18 here. So, you know, we could do an in mild ground, it's exactly the same. If it's in air or ground with a pulse induction detector, it makes no difference. I've done this experiment 1,000 times. In super heavy ground, yes. But the funny thing is, if you got the target sitting on the ground, it's still within that ground matrix. It's all around it, and it's part of it because you know the signal from the coils going through the ground is all coming back with all that information anyway. It's not as bad, but it's pretty bad. And it doesn't make much difference anyway. Even
you know, same with all the testing they do.
Yeah.
You know, for detectors in production, is all done in a workshop.
Yeah. Well, if you notice on my bench, even with the small coil, I got a tub of dirt sitting there.
Yeah.
And it makes no difference if it's there or not. I do it just for.
It gives it something to balance out.
Yeah, it's a bit of a crowd pleaser. I mean, something like that. You know, because people say, "Oh, you're doing it in the air." You know, explain why you're complaining. You know, why?
Yeah. But, yeah, if you want to put the 18 on, try that.
Yeah, we'll try the 18 just for the fun of it. While we're here, might as well. I had a 20 at home too. Damn it, should have brought that along. Okay, I could have brought my own coils along too, but that throws out the spanner in the works. This is a mono, by the way. Coiltek 18 mono. What vintage? I don't know. What would it be?
80s.
80s?
80s, 90s, something like that. I think.
Gold Stalker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the 80s, 90s.
Yep. It'll be made of Litz wire, which is the most important factor here. You know, we'll stick it in, see what happens. Don't forget that little problematic bit. Do about. Click. There we go. Okay. I don't want to go near the dirt, and we're far away, which is good. Yeah, I better let go there, go over here, so it doesn't. Yeah, okay. Yeah, sometimes got to get around on it properly. Doesn't make much difference if it's tight or loose. It's not going to make any noise. So it's got the protector cap on it. God, is there a trick to getting that? Oh yeah, push the ferrule back and it comes off.
Yep.
Here we go. Screw it on. Okay, we'll just give it a go and see what happens. Do you put this on your other coil?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
There he is. Push the ferrule up. Okay. What target do we want? Big one?
Yeah, go to
The biggish one. I better do a walk up just so they see what the target is. Hopefully, I've got to get behind it. What was that?
settling the coil.
So your phone wasn't doing something? Your phone was sending data? Well, that's the size, guys. They say it is a broken up specie, it's not a solid.
Target there.
Listen to the noise coming now.
Larger coil.
Big ears.
We are running full gain.
Full?
Yep.
Okay.
So the coil's definitely handling it, so
I don't know how to even ground balances at full gain here, but anyway. Just in case, I'll take the pick away.
it's losing it there.
Yeah,
So that's 2 feet.
that's just a little over an ounce, I think, but it's broken up.
Bring your gain down a bit.
Is it in normal? Just hang on a sec, just make sure the booster's not. Do you know, I just remembered something, right? If the booster sits here, that's where all the transmit is, and it could,
Yes.
it's got a toroid there, not that it's meant to leak, but it does. And there's it, yeah. If you put a speaker there at the front on this side, your detector won't settle ever.
I'll put that in normal time.
Might be picking up the camera. Oh, hang on. And these as well. These do make interference. I proved that out. I'll get away a bit, just for the hell of it. You hear the EMI, it's doing a fast wobble.
Much front end gain.
Too much gain, yeah. You've got to set the gain for the environment.
Like
Yeah.
start up here, I think.
I think so. That's all the neighbours will come out.
Try and bring that dampening in.
Yeah. Still getting it.
And that's 2 feet, so
Yeah. There you go, 2 feet with an 18. In a noisy environment too. We got to add that in. This is,
yeah.
it's not optimum to start using large coils here.
You'd have to drop that gain.
What is making that noise over there?
Motorbike.
Yeah, it's sort of got a pulsating sound to it.
Yeah, it's a motorbike over there idling.
There it goes. They probably can't hear it
Yeah.
because they're cancelling on this.
And it's over on the picnic ground.
Yeah. There's a lot of motorbikes that go over that way, so maybe there's a clubhouse over there. And they make a lot of noise. It's just unshielded spark plug leads and stuff. Yeah, magnetos make noise. Yeah, as soon as you lift the coil up, the EMI comes in.
General, special.
You can always muck around the stabilizer, but I usually leave it at factory default.
Yeah.
As soon as the motorbike goes away, what happens? What's that in now?
That's in special general.
General. Not a mode I've ever used, actually.
No. Don't use it either.
No.
It's about 1.5 foot
Mm.
in special deep.
Mm.
That noise is gone now.
Yeah, totally gone. Now it's getting serious. It's in and out the noise just around that area. Would you pull up on it? Mm.
With headphones on, yeah.
Headphones, yeah, 100%. There's a lot of ambient noise around here too. Even the birds tweeting over in the background. I'm probably too close to the coil with the mic. It's giving a response there. That is,
That's 2.5.
yeah, 2.5 feet and just over an ounce bit of specimen. That's bizarre. Yeah,
It's working really well.
yeah. I don't think I want to break the mold on that detector.
No.
No, I think it's pretty damn good.
Yeah, so if we just leave that where it was,
Yeah,
and we write all that down, and because of the response to the lead with
yeah,
that coil.
yeah, yeah. Yes,
But yeah,
that's, yeah, the reason why that coil exists because it's actually a good comparison to make against the 8000 with its 18. When one ever turns up,
yeah, they're getting there.
getting there, yeah.
There's a waiting list.
Oh, there was one on Marketplace. It was on there, then it disappeared. It's back on again, isn't it?
Yeah, it's back up for sale. Somebody, I think it's about $500 off.
$500 off on Marketplace if you want to go and have a look. It's probably gone by now, but you never know. You know, I thought to myself, maybe I should buy it, but then I thought it's going to take a lot of YouTube revenue to pay it off. I'll be there for years.
Yeah, they're.
You know, you need, like, I don't know, you probably need 1 million followers or something, and then you might be able to do it. And probably, I don't know how long. I don't know what the revenue is, but I know lately mine's gone up a bit because I've just been making more videos.
Yeah. I think I've watched every one.
Have you? I feel sorry for you. Do you like torture?
No, they're just informative.
Yeah, I know.
You watch the progress of how you started and how you went up.
Yeah.
When you're out with Jason out at
Talbot. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff there, right? When you think about it, it's years and years and years.
Yeah. No, very impressed with the new 45.
Yeah. You know what's the funniest thing about all those videos? The first one I did, or one of the first ones, like years and years ago, it's a bit like this. G'day, mate. How you going? What have you been up to? You know.
Yes.
Really, it's how, well, it's probably a good percentage of Australians talk, and if you're in that environment, you'll speak like them, and it's a bit more sophisticated in Ballarat, is it?
I think we've just evolved.
Evolved. Yes, sir.
All the different,
I concur with what you say.
Nationalities and stuff.
Yeah, it does. It who you deal with and what's around you and in your environment.
You go right up top.
Yeah.
North,
oh God, yeah.
Old 1960s.
It's like not. Yeah.
Language.
Oh, I've watched the guys wrangling cray pots and that up north, and it's, hey mate, get the cray pot.
Yeah.
You know, it's like really sharp, quick. That sounded a little bit Aboriginal, that did, but but it's probably a mix. There's a lot of Aboriginals up there, and it's just this sharp accent.
Yeah, and a lot of the slang and stuff. Whereas here, it's dropped off because of English being brought in.
Yeah.
And different languages.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
A lot of Italian influence.
Yeah. There's a lot of influence all over the place, but yeah, a lot of Chinese, a lot of a hell of a lot of Indian.
Yeah.
Hell of a lot.
A lot of way you pronounce words changes and everything.
Yeah.
But no, I'm really impressed with that.
Yeah, actually I am too. I better go read my book on it.
Yeah.
I like the way it was, we could ping out the lead. That was amazing. So that'll be worked on, guys. We're going to try and come up with lead discrimination. I can discriminate everything, but lead is the most difficult thing to get rid of. You know, the easiest one to get rid of is bullet casings.
Yeah.
Yeah, brass. Oh, easy, very easy to do. Yeah. And
but lead is
yeah, it's
so
always
close.
Mm.
And the only thing that, like, the only thing that's different is the drop off. The quickness of it.
Yeah, it is. It's very fast.
Showing up with that coil, it's getting the two and the tail.
I will say this though. With the early sampling on these ZVT technology detectors, they'd be very responsive to lead.
Yeah, very responsive to lead.
So you have to pick your spot. And you really want to use probably the 13-inch coil. Or maybe not, I don't know.
I'd say 13, 17.
Yeah.
I think the 18 is proving to be possibly a little bit big.
Could be too.
Technology.
Yeah.
I think it's pushing the envelope too far.
Destroying its noise floor.
Yeah.
And
then it's lighting up the ground, getting too much.
Yeah, in our opinion, by the way.
Yeah,
in our opinion. We've never put our hands on one.
No.
We've seen plenty of videos, so we're just you know, fudge factoring what we see into real life. So, yeah.
I think it'd go really well with the 13 and the 17.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the 18 is just, in my opinion, is just pushing the envelope a bit far with the size of the coil.
Yeah.
Because even when you've done your testing on the 25s, it just blew the envelope right out.
Yeah, went backwards.
Yeah, it actually came back on itself.
Yeah. Which that part of the modelling should be accurate, by the way, because it came off straight off the patent. Yeah. Okay. The actual technology in the machine, yeah, we roughly know what's going on. It's not that complicated, really. It's just in the signal processing that could be a bit interesting. Yeah. But transmission and that, you know, so it's basically an old motor drive technology. But anyway, yeah. Anyway, it's very similar.
Well, that's good because we've actually found something that's quieter than the 5.
Yeah.
And there is a response there of the lead, which is completely different. Yeah.
Yeah, got to take all this into account and try and work with it.
Yeah, and we can actually use an 18-inch coil here.
Yeah.
So for that to run that quiet with an 18-inch in all this noise.
Yeah. You can hear his cars going down over there. His cars over there. Houses just there. Power, big high voltage ones there. Normal power lines behind us here. Thank God they're not over there. For a while.
Got all the industrial area over
there. Oh yeah, but lucky it's a weekend, because I have come here during the weekend. It's a little bit hectic, noise-wise, because you know it's big motors turning on. The power lines are going. Oh. Yeah, so that's good.
The bullets have gone. No more bullets.
Yeah. Oh, it's horrible before. You'd stand here, do this, and next minute all these bull ants would come and say, you know, it's dinner time.
Well, when I was out at Berkeley, there's the grounds there, and I turn on the detector and put it down, and all the bull ants just come.
Yeah, they come at the detector coil.
Yeah.
I found that too. Maybe it's some sort of
signal.
Well, it actually is in the audio bandwidth, and maybe it's just vibrating the ground.
Yeah,
they all go, oh, something's up there. Let's go and investigate, or let's go and attack it.
Well, when I was up there with turned on the 5000, had it sitting on the ground and turned it on. Next minute, the ground was black with bull ants.
Yeah, I remember I've dug. Yeah, I've dug in the ground for a target. Next minute, they all come out because it was a bull ants mound, and I can't go near it. Left the target there. Yeah. Done that before.
Come back with a shovel.
Oh no, I went home, forgot all about it. I haven't been back out. So
probably a lot of gold out there being left behind because of bull ants.
Yeah. No, the best ones were the old VLF dig holes. Hole here. Target left in the middle. Because of the people couldn't do the ground balance on the old VLFs. All the old Garrett's A2Bs and stuff like that. It would null over the target. And they'd go, woo, over here. There's a target, no sound. Woo, over here. There's a hole here and a hole here. So I used to actually look for those all around Denali. And you see it. Yeah, and just go and dig in the middle, and that's where the target is. Be it junk or be it gold. That's quite funny. Yeah. You could write a book on all this stuff.
I had a nice bit of gold the other day out at Smiles Day.
Yeah?
3-foot hole. Wasn't mine. Somebody's dug it out.
Oh.
Couldn't find it.
It was what? Chucked out?
It was chucked out on the side.
Yeah, plenty of that too. Yeah. Oh, dear me.
Always check holes. Always check other people's digging.
No, they're using one of those Chinese pinpointers.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, it's not there. Oh, there's nothing there. Next. Dear. I don't know.
Don't use them.
No. Well, I have improved the Chinese one I've got, but is it worth it?
I've tried them and I gave up on one.
Yeah.
I just got the scoop.
They actually work in a strange way, those pinpointers. They're not like PI or anything. They basically, when you put it near gold, the whole thing loses its Q and impedance of the ferrite of the coil, and it drops, and that's how it detects. You're actually stuffing up the efficiency of the coil system on it. So
Yeah.
absorption they call it.
Although
It's
there
not
is-
really absorption. It's actually killing the Q of the coil.
in the custom mode on a 5000, there is a pinpoint built in.
Is there?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You go to custom mode and you switch to pinpoint.
I'd never. I thought there was all it did was turn the ground balance off and silly things like that.
No, it's pinpoint.
Really?
In custom mode on the 5000.
Gee, how's that been using them for I don't know how many years?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Switch over to custom and
Yeah.
you just dial in and you pick pinpoint. So then when you find a target and you're digging it, flick your to custom mode,
Yeah.
it's set to a pinpoint and it's pinpoint.
Does it actually work?
Yeah.
That's interesting. But what if you got a big coil on it?
Oh, you got a big pinpoint. But no, it does work. It works on the
Oh God! When you're telling me that, do you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking that it's got an air cylinder in it, pops the coil off, and a little pinpointer comes out the end of the shaft, and you can pinpoint.
Yeah.
Someone will make that now because I said that.
Yeah, solid power. Something like that. Coil on it.
Yeah.
Right out of the end of the shaft.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I actually did. I might as well. I'm not going to make this, right? But I'm going to say what I did. I actually made a proper coil with a pinpointer in it. No joke. And all it was is a change of winding.
Yeah.
Okay. Just so it was very, very sensitive on the tip, and when you're normally detecting, it's making no damn difference. But if you wanted to pinpoint, all you do is just flip it up like that, or you could have put it in the back, put the coil around the other way, and just use the edge of the coil. And it was really effective. So someone's going to make that now. Yeah, just.
Yeah. So I think the pinpoint mode came out in the 2200 version 2.
Yeah.
Came out with the pinpoint mode.
Yeah. Well, if you actually, you can build these coils with pinpoints in them.
Yep.
Yeah. I thought about doing something with it, and then I said, nah, it's better things to do.
Same as the Algo's got the pinpoint mode.
Yeah.
You just press the button to pinpoint.
So what does it do? Does it just pull the gain right back or something, does it?
I don't know.
I never used it, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But it's pinpoints right in the middle of the coil. Right in the center of the coil.
I don't even know how that works.
Yeah, and you just go over it and it'll tell you, give you an example of, a number or whatever and stuff like that, but it's also pinpoint.
I'm trying to get my head around that.
Yeah. Whether it closes the band or something.
Look, what it could do, I don't know if, hang on. I'm going to work this out logically. Pull the gain right back, go to a very, very fast receive window and very fast pulses.
Yeah.
Right, you got no depth, but anything near it will be super sensitive.
Yeah.
And if you're actually on bird shot, it'd be a good mode to use maybe. Yeah, if you want lead, if you want to detect lead.
Yes.
No, I didn't even know that. I'm not joking. I've been doing this for so many years. I didn't even know it had a pinpoint. So in the memory, in the back,
in the custom mode.
Wow. What other stuff haven't I looked at in the back menu?
Yeah, but there's a pinpoint mode.
I know there's coin mode. There's
The 4500.
Hey.
Don't know whether the 4500.
I don't think it has. I've done most of my work with 4500s since around 2000. When was it? 2008? No, 2008. Yeah, 2008 was it? 2006. I don't know when they first came out. I got one pretty quick actually. I remember that. Compliments of someone I won't mention. That's really funny because when I do the detectors, I always do everything in factory default mode. And there's a reason I do that, because you can just turn it on in factory default and away you go.
Yeah, no, 4500 doesn't have it.
No.
It has patch high mineral and high trash and test A. Whatever that is.
I think I've seen it, but I've never ever bothered about it.
Yeah. But in the 5000 it actually has a pinpoint mode.
Test A. Yeah, I have to get a book and read up on this.
If you can find one.
Oh, I've got one, I think, somewhere. I've got one kicking around. Come with the detector. It's in the garage. That's really funny. There's all these settings, like you just don't, because you don't use them. You don't go looking for them, and you just, you know, like in the 5000, why would you turn the ground balance off? It's a gold detector.
Yeah.
You know, not really a beach detector unless you want to pick up. Oh, he's going to pick up every bit of junk anyway. No discrimination. Why would you do it? You know, that's my thoughts on it. I suppose you could go to a battlefield or something like that in the US, not here.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's not in that. So it must be just in the 5000.
Yeah. So I'm quite surprised that broken up nugget was
Still hitting hard.
doing good. You know, I'm just comparing to Brent's video with the 5000.
Yeah.
And the big coil he was using.
Yeah.
I think that as an air test on a smaller piece of gold, that was outdoing his test with the big double D. He was at a 2-foot hole.
Yeah, he was 2 foot, but he was running 29 ounce.
No, he did a two ounce up.
Oh, yes, he did, yeah.
Yeah, the first ones he did with 2 ounces on the stick.
Yeah.
Then he went to really big, deep ones. Yeah, I had to listen carefully because I had to catch what size they were using, but it was 2 ounces.
He was using a standard 5000.
Yeah.
With a 25 double D. So yeah, that would get more depth.
Yeah, I think it was
a larger coil.
It was sounding all right.
Yeah, it's like how you were saying. You know, that's your double D. An 18-inch double D would be sensitive.
Yeah.
Whereas an 18-inch mono.
Yeah.
Is all of that.
Yeah.
So it's twice.
It is, as long as the ground doesn't stuff you up too much.
Yes.
But
yes, you get really noisy ground.
Yeah, it's just hard to pick your ground. Yeah. Anyway, that's one hell of a video we've done.
Yes.
We've learnt some stuff.
But we've
yeah, we've learnt. I've learnt that the 5000's got a pinpoint mode in the memory. Oh, sorry, in the back screen.
Yeah.
I always say memory, but it's in the software. Yeah.
And,
so.
Yes.
Well, it's not really software. It's hardware, isn't it? So, software in the hardware. It's programmed in there. It's hard programmed, but I didn't even know that was in there. Really, honestly, I would have seen it and I would have just ignored it and gone, "I'm not pinpointing." I wouldn't have. Why would I even think of that?
When I first started, you would track. You didn't use tracking. You used fixed.
Yeah, and just hit the button.
And when you found the target, you'd switch custom, go to pinpoint.
Yeah. Nah, I always just lifted the coil up and went or sideways on the coil and just went over it like that way.
Yeah.
And then, and there it is. And pretty accurate.
Yeah.
But no, I never bothered, don't know. Yeah.
I haven't used it much.
Gee.
I know it's there. Mainly, I just turn the coil up on the edge.
Yeah, you can see that I cut my teeth using a Bounty Hunter 840, can't you? Switch, just go.
Yes.
Go down that far. Right, but
with the Dick Smith special.
Yeah, that's really funny. I just don't pay any attention to all the, the gimmick, what I call gimmicks on a detector. I just don't worry about them.
It's a gimmick, really.
Yeah.
Your pinpoint is just the side of the coil anyway.
The one thing on these detectors I absolutely hate with a passion is the stabilizer. And a lot of people use it. And a lot of people use it and miss gold. Right? It does. It smooths out fast response signals if you crank it too far. Yeah. And the other way, it makes the detector chattery as all hell. So leave it in the middle. Leave it on 10. Yeah. I've done all my experiments with that years and years ago. And oh God, no. Oh, no. Oh, in the middle. So they actually, the middle position, factory default, is the engineers have gone, well, that's the best position. We'll put it there. So
same with the stable, your RX signal.
Yeah, exactly. I know people that crank it up to 20, right? And it's just whomper nothing, and it just won't differentiate between, a iffy signal and the ground noise. I go, you can't explain it, they won't listen to you. You say, don't do that. You want the threshold coil. No, 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 you know.
You want a nice quiet threshold.
Yeah.
I mean, the idea of having quiet threshold is when you're running around with headphones on, you can pick up the smallest.
Oh, 100%.
You have noise, it's lost.
Yeah. Have you ever used the headphones that we built?
No, not yet.
Yeah, rocking armatures. 300 ohms, 350 ohms. Super sensitive.
Yeah.
Really crisp and bandwidth limited.
At the moment I'm using, because somebody ran off with mine.
Yeah, to the person who stole Eugene's detector, please give it back.
Yes. No, I'd say that's lost. Yeah, it's I was running sensizers. And,
Oh, okay. I had those as earbuds.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're quite good.
Yeah.
And then they disappeared.
Yeah. But they're bulky and
Yeah.
heavy.
Yeah. There was some I did buy, but they're mainly for high level audio. God, made by a French company. I can't remember. Can't remember the name. They got about 5 drivers in them.
Yeah.
And yeah, really good. And I said, well, no, I'm not going to take my $850 headphones out prospecting. I think I did once, and I said, I'm not doing that again, because they just filled up with dust.
Yeah.
So no, not good. They're not made for it, because it's open drivers, and all the magnetics are sticking to the mylars and that.
They're
Yeah.
the same because they're just a standard.
Yeah.
Stereo.
Well, you see on the speaker there what's on front of it? Yes. Otherwise it'll rattle like a rattlesnake.
Yes.
Yeah.
But no, we've done well today. We've worked that out.
That's a lot of stuff to go and do some proper experiments with.
Yeah. Especially with that coil
Mm.
and that detector on lead.
Tell you what, has anyone taken an X-ray of the coil? No. Guys, any of you out there who know a vet or something? I used to know a vet, but he retired. If you can get one of those green coils, either that one, the smaller one, or whatever, the elliptical, get it X-rayed and send me a link, can you? That'd be very, very much. I don't want to pull one apart. They're
I know all of them are different in the way of the 10x5 is wound different to the 14x9, and the same as the, I think it's the 9-inch.
Yeah.
Is wound different as well.
Yeah, because I've been using small targets on the coil, crank the gain right down, and why is it more sensitive here on a bigger piece than at the tip?
Yeah.
It's counterintuitive. You go, nah. So it's got a wind like this, and must have some more wind come back in here.
Because out in the field with that,
yeah,
sometimes you'll hit a target, depending on what it is, it'll hit the tip. Other targets will hit the center of the coil.
Yeah, that's what I found. Same. Yeah. And it is. It's like as soon as it gets to a particular size, more middle, and small ones to the tip, and it's like small, medium, big, all in the one coil. Yeah. So it is. It's got some sort of strange winding in there. We have done that before. You can do that patterning, but you know.
Yeah.
Well, you want my opinion?
Weird with the lead though.
Yeah. Yeah. As soon as you change your coil geometry, it doesn't do any one thing as efficiently as if it was a proper coil. No. It's all trade-offs. But a big coil's not going to get the small gold, so you put a winding in close. Oh, I got that. Yeah. But it'll get it here, but it won't get it there. And same with big. Yeah. You're getting rid of the energy, dissipating the energy over, closer to the coil, and you're not getting it down here. So all trade-offs, guys.
Yeah. But no, I'm very impressed with the new 45. Got mozzies coming in every
Yeah, I'm noticing that too. Yeah. Wow. Little leeches. Yeah. They're going for you, not going for me. Yeah. Do you know what it is? Do you eat sugar and carbs and stuff?
Not very much.
I don't.
Do, but sugar I only have one.
Carbs and sugar are the same thing, but I don't eat any. I do not eat sugar, so
Well, yeah. Time to cut out the sugar.
yeah, I still hit the other stuff, you know, occasionally. That's like sugar. Metabolizes the same way,
Yeah.
but yeah.
No, that was good today.
Yeah, yeah. Someone said if you eat a lot of fish,
Yeah.
sardines and things, you end up smelling like a dolphin. I went, what? Yeah, it's like Charlie goes, oh my God, you smell like you got fish breath, you know, because yeah, sardines and kippers and stuff. Yeah,
Not a fish person.
I get used to it. I don't mind it now. I used to go, well, sardines, but yeah, I've been eating sardines and like a fish-based diet. With basically not much else. Occasionally, I sneak a couple of pies in occasionally, maybe 1 or 2 a week. But
Egg and bacon ones.
yes, egg and bacon ones, and I don't buy them from
Down the road.
down the road. I don't buy them from there because you know, the filling was that flat. Yeah, so I go to the one in Bridge Mall. Greens, it's called Greens, but it's run by Vietnamese.
Yep.
Good Vietnamese name, Greens.
Yeah, Greens. Well, Greens was, they must have brought it because it must be a franchise. Greens was originally started in Melbourne back in 1960s.
Yeah. Okay, I didn't know that. I thought it was theirs. And, yeah. Yeah, because could you hear the frogs before?
Yeah.
Yeah, so water, mozzies.
Well, considering we got the creek there. So.
Yeah, all the remains of it. Yeah. Yeah, so it's a very interesting area anyway. It's funny, it's not like, you know, I made mention of this area, and, you know, if you made mention of somewhere like here back in the 1980s, it'd be like ants, human ants everywhere.
Yeah.
No one.
Oh, I've had one digging over there.
Oh, there's a dig, yeah, a bit of a dig over there. Yeah, but it's, yeah. Where you find gold here is in these little trenchy bits. There's a lot of junk in there as well. Yeah, if you actually cleaned it out, if the council come and cleaned it out, I'll come in after them. But there's a lot of gold around here. Maybe shouldn't really say that on this, but well, there is. And yeah. Cops got someone.
Yep.
Yeah.
Probably the motorbike.
Yeah, probably the motorbike, yeah. Anyway, what do you think? How long's this been going for?
I don't know.
What time we get here? 12:30.
Well,
still going. 1 hour and 49. Oh dear. That's amazing.
But we got a lot done, so
yeah, we even brought more coils, but we didn't use them because doing all this stuff does take time, and chit chatting as well takes time. Yeah. What's this little one we got here?
14 by 9 match of that one. The Nugget Finder.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I got it, because it's the same size as that.
Dare we play off a Nugget Finder against a Coiltek?
Yeah, why not?
Do you reckon we should do that? This would just be interesting, wouldn't it? While we're here, we're going to play off the 14 elliptical Coiltek against a Nugget Finder. We might get nasty letters over this. might get called some choice words. Oh, we've done it with detectors. Why not do it with the coil? Was that something landing there, or did you kick something over there? Oh no, it's a gum nutty looking thing. Okay. This is going to be funny. or educational, or people are going to go, nah, nothing in it. We don't know. We don't know. We haven't done it. Or you might have done it, have you?
No.
Okay.
I think they'll probably work out pretty about the same.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I don't want anyone complaining, saying, oh, it's an air test, right? Because the air is the same for both coils.
Air is neutral.
Yeah, it is. The ground is not. It's still getting attacked by the ground anyway, so don't worry about that. If you really want to know, go on AI, go on the Grok or Google AI or one of those and say, with a pulse induction detector, does the target in ground or target in air make much difference? And if it's accurate, it'll say it doesn't make hardly any difference at all. And then it'll go on about ground types and it'll start talking about nickel laterites and stuff, saying that'll make a difference. But most of the ground has very little effect. The only thing it's like if you're doing new technology, you want to know what the ground's having an effect on your technology, but we already know it works anyway, so it's neither here nor there. You know, it's not like you're making new technology and saying, well, does the ground balance actually work? Then you do a ground balance, you know, with dirt, targets buried. Okay.
Change this one over.
Oh. Okay. Okay, guys, this is going to be fun and games. Now, I've got the microphone here, so the speaker's there. So it's probably better if you actually do the swinging.
Oh, you should be the one I'll just over.
What should we test it on? Everything?
Oh, do it on a 10 mil.
Well, 10 mil's probably a good target size. Now, hang on. That's picking up the detector. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, because we moved a little bit over, the camera's a little bit out for this area. Now, let's go and check. Whoops. I'm going to detect the camera. I'm just going to move it a little way. It's all right, but there we go. I'll just... yeah, detecting the tripod and everything. Okay. Okay. Tracking. Special. How about we just do it in normal timings for starts? Gets rid of all the... We're running pretty high gain by the look of it.
I think that's on full.
No, leave it on full. The rest of it, whatever, you can fiddle with it. Your phone went off then and this went wobble, wobble, wobble. Well, that'd be about just get on threshold of my pull-up depth. So, a little bit under the elbow sort of thing.
About a foot.
Yeah. So it's in normal timings, guys, so I don't think there's going to be much in this, really. I don't know, we'll find out. because this is the pure elliptical wind, and that one there, we're pretty sure isn't. So,
this one's multiple.
okay. God, do these coils ever get used? They're so damn tight.
Yeah, you get used a lot.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, don't need that. Just like this.
Yeah. Damn it! I pushed the button in and it disappeared. Didn't fly out, did it?
No.
No. I thought it shot off.
No.
Must be the sun in my eyes. Just felt funny when I let go, that's all. Where the line is. There you go.
Oh, wait a minute. No, that one I'll put a new
Yeah. We've got to think of a new way of doing this. What do you think if we run the cable in the shaft and it has just a push-in socket, and you just go and it all goes together? You don't have to do anything up.
Yeah, work out a lot better.
Yeah, we'll see that in the next model. Maybe. No, if you suggest stuff, I'll tell you, it gets done. It happens. Okay. The big test. Nothing's been touched, nothing's been changed, just the coil. Go on, fast track. Okay, here we go. What? What? It's there in the middle, you can tell.
Yep.
Still hear it.
Still going.
Cars going around. My God. No. No. I'm running out of arm. Come on. Oh, come on. It can't get that high.
They're a very sensitive coil.
Guys. Yeah, Mozzies. Hang on a sec. I've got to change my operating. Hells if that was tight. Okay. Hang on, I'll come down, I'll just go up. No joke, this is ridiculous. It's picking it up. Yep, there. Whoop. Getting a bit noisy now. It's there. What are we at? Jesus. The hair above the freckle. What do you think the difference is?
Probably about 2 inches.
2 inches difference. Same size coil.
But they are very sensitive.
I don't want to do a big target.
Yeah.
No, they're exactly the same size.
Yeah.
It's an optical illusion with the holes in that. It makes it look smaller.
Yeah.
But you know, I put it over the top, it's the same size.
Yeah, it's 14 by 9 mono.
Mm.
Nugget Finder advantage.
We should have gone to the little 5mm ball. Nah, this will kill it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it is an advantage. It's not nothing more fancy, but against a same size coil in the Elite Max and the Advantage, in my humble opinion, Coiltek wins the day. No affiliation, don't care, but it just is. But maybe a newer model of that will beat this.
Or
But
be the same.
But no one gives us coils to test.
No.
No, they don't give us detectors to test because we'll probably be too honest, and then we won't get another one. But no one will let you test anything.
No.
I've asked various companies, oh, look, I'll go and do some, oh, no. You know, I nearly had Garrett going to do it, and then they said, no, he's going to pull our detector apart and show its guts to the world. So no, they probably backed out of that. I'm not going to, if you say you don't pull it apart, I won't pull it apart.
The fact is, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Yeah, well, you know,
it's not.
I could probably even say, look, if you did this, it would work better, right? But no one's interested. So we'll point it out in time when we test everything. We'll say, well, here you go.
Well, we've proven today. I mean, the 45.
The 45 is an absolute killer.
Even beat the last modifications of your 5000.
Yeah, I know. Oh, that leaves it for dead. So we're going to extrapolate the 45 mods and put them in the 5. That floating past, a bit of bird fluff. Yeah. Oh, well, there you go. That's probably a 2 hours worth of video.
Yes.
Yeah. And bore the crap out of everybody.
As usual.
As usual. That's what we always say. I always tell them I'm going to bore you because, like I say, we don't edit. I don't edit. Yeah. I haven't got time to sit there editing. You know, doing this is enough time consuming anyway. Yeah, you know, we could have done the lawn mowing and the gardening and, you know. No, I haven't.
But no, it's good because we've come here. It's been pretty sort of good in the way of interference.
Yeah.
And we've managed to find out an interesting thing about lead detection.
Yeah.
And done the depth test, which was unbelievable.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? You know, when you think about it, think about how much lead over a century has been distributed across the country.
Oh, billions.
Yeah, exactly.
Tons.
But it's still relatively, I'm not going to say it's rare, but it's sort of, it's not really an everyday sort of thing you're going to find. You probably find one target in a whole day or maybe find 100. Depends if someone sat there going bang, 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 bang into the ground. But when you think of that, right, and then you think about, well, how much gold exists? Yeah. Over millions of years. Broken down, distributed everywhere.
Yeah, because people don't have the technology to find it.
Well, have a think about how much gold come out the ground or how much is in the ground, and then how much lead was mined to make, you know, bullets and things. Gold would have to outnumber lead by a long shot, but it's just distributed deeper and you can't find it.
Yes.
You find lead because it's on the surface. But you think of, yeah, actually probably hundreds of thousands of tons of lead. Yeah. You can't make a living off it.
I think there was a test done that said that it was 60 pieces of lead to 1 piece of gold.
Yeah, on surface.
On surface.
Yeah.
But deep, it's got all gold.
Yeah.
But surface area, yeah, 60 to 1.
Have to make coil geometries that ignore that much of the ground. and go down 4 feet. Yeah. Dear me. Okay, well that's good.
Yes.
Done
well.
Yeah. One doozy of a detector, that one. Anyway, we better pack it up because we'll think of other things to try and we'll never go home. So yeah, gee, 2 hours, 6 minutes and 38 seconds. See yous.